a beautiful December day.
Oh,
You know?
it's ridiculous. So Karl, is this one of the ways that you relieve stress?
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the best way I relieve stress.
You also have a day job.
I do.
Tell me a little bit about C.W. Driver.
Yeah, C.W. Driver, we are the oldest licensed Southern California general contractor. So there's a lot of history and heritage that goes along with a company that's been around for 104 years. And it's that heritage and the deep culture that's created at the company and our people that keep pushing forward.
What's your biggest challenge with carrying that legacy on with the newer generations that are coming in?
You know, the things that I really work on is our core values, our purpose, and really the culture of the company. And I think that really lies in with what your beliefs are and how you treat people and what you do every day. And we want to recruit those type of people that believe in that live it, that do it. And that's a big part of our recruitment, on how we bring people on and how they work in our company. For me, it's really important to keep that legacy, the one that Dana Roberts, our CEO, took over 52 years ago. You know, I came in behind Dana as the president, and I want to keep that legacy going. And it's really about how you treat people, how you take care of people, and all about relationships and doing the right thing.
Tell me about what your concerns are with the next 12 to 24 months. What do you think about? What are you preparing for? What are?
I mean, for us, if you look at our model of business, you know, we have locked in work for the next 12, 18, 24 months. And the work that we do is centered around education, K through 12, higher education. And for the most part, those projects have been awarded and we're working on pre-construction with them. So we have a real clear picture of what that looks like. It's the private work. It's that work that entails issues with financing, with retail, with hospitality. You know, those are the projects that we have to navigate through, because with higher interest rates, with inflation, with things like that, they tend to push those jobs. And so, you know, we're in a complex world right now with pending wars around us, with changing climate of politics and other things, especially in California, that make our business hard to run. We just really hold true to our direction, our beliefs, our culture, and our markets that we know we're really good at.
How in the world do you find time to do everything you do? You're on boards, you're at ribbon cutting ceremonies, you're stopping by the job sites, you're going through bids. I know your family, your wife Lori, your children, your grandchildren, I know that's your top priority, but how do you navigate all the other things that need to get done when it comes to running a business?
For me, it's all about passion. It really is. It's the drive. It's about, you know, when my feet hit the floor at 5 a.m., what am I going to do today to kind of change someone's perception or you know, work on a relationship? But it really starts with that. I think for me, the morning, 5 to 6:30 is my time. And that's a time where it's really working out, it's conditioning, both for the heart and the mind, you know. And so that's how I start about every day, 6 to 7 days a week. And for me, it's just kind of breaking that sweat and thinking about the things that I get accomplished. Now, I could have the best schedule that's very organized, but things happen. And I can tell you, I bet more than 50% of the time, my schedule changes, you know. And it's really prioritizing what I think is important for the benefit of the company, where I need to be, and our people, who needs my help. And if you stay, I think, along those lines, yes, I got to be at a lot of different places, It's making time, and that's what I say. You have to make time to do the right thing. And for me, making time for my family, making time for the employees, making time, for fun and the things I do. But there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Well, Brian, I've known you for really the last 12 to 13 years personally.
Mm-hmm.
You and I really got connected at a golf tournament.
Greg Ellis.
Where you almost ran me over with your golf cart.
That's right.
And that's
hard to miss you.
That's where it started. But back then, you had a smaller shop. You weren't doing any metals. You had maybe 3 buildings at the time. You were doing a lot of P-lam and different type of work. But it really, when I really started to get to know you, I knew that you had a great heart and that you really wanted to make sure that you did the right thing. And I think that's what really interests me in the type of person you are. And so when I gave you really the first opportunity at the Newport Beach Country Club, which was probably at the time one of the largest single projects that you had done.
Oh yeah, I think by probably double.
By double.
Yeah.
But that was a situation where you took it on personally. You and I sat down and looked at the design, we looked at the budget, we looked at the things that we had to accomplish. And honestly, I had to trust that you were going to get that job done. And it was really then that the successful completion of the Newport Beach Country Club led into so many other projects with us, Netflix, Balboa Bay, Rivian. So highly complex designs. And it's just been great watching you grow into the building you are today, the technology that you have, and at the end of the day, the end product, but most importantly, the happy employees that are awesome.
Yeah, we have great employees. That's really, without our employees, what are we doing?
They represent us, but how do you feel? That where your progress has gone in the last 10 years and where you are today?
First and foremost, I'm blessed. My family's blessed. Where we live and our health, and come on, this is ridiculous. But part of me, when I stop and think about it, I don't even understand how we got here, because it's happened so fast and it's so great. To look back, it was just a gradual progression. I believe that it's surrounding yourself with good people, and not just employees, but vendors, suppliers, contractors, architects. It's aligning yourself with people that when you find yourself in the trenches, everyone's still taking care of each other. It doesn't become people aren't pointing fingers at each other and trying to blame and cover their own backside. The recipe of having the right people with the right jobs, and the clients that pay properly and help you when you need it, and it's insane. Have you ever let anybody else take the boat without you on it?
No, that's never happened. And it's not going to happen today.
I had a feeling that was the answer. How often do you have to take it out of the water to?
So I take it out about every 2 years, clean the bottom, repaint the bottom, work on the bottom. But the top, all the varnish on the top, the wood, you would know. You know what wood varnish is? Full time, yeah. So it loses about 2 to 3 coats a year. It's got about 10 coats on it. Mm-hmm. And every year we have to apply about 3 coats of clear coat on it.
Well, how long does that take?
That takes about 2 weeks. I usually do that sometime in March, April, because the Wooden Boat Festival is every June. So we'll be down at the Balboa Yacht Club with 60 wooden boats. For a day we get to display them to the public. So this being a Chris Craft, this boat was made in Algonac, Michigan. Christopher Smith started Chris Craft.
It was Michigan, so were they primarily freshwater boats?
They were all freshwater.
Okay.
Yeah, I brought it out here 10 years ago from Michigan, and the saltwater really is harsh.
It excels the aging
Aging, the corrosion.
because it's
everything.
relentless. It's just all day, every day.
Yeah. So this boat is covered full time. It's got a full canvas on it to keep it out of the sun. And that's just part of what you have to do to maintain one of these boats. At this point, it's really kind of a specialty type of boat, you know. And she's got a lot of different things that only I know about, how to drive, the things that aren't working, how to get around it. It's just part of owning a boat. For a boat this size, it's got 700 horsepower, which is over the horsepower it was originally designed with. And it's about 18,000 pounds of wood. So to be able to move this and maneuver it,
You need some power.
you need some power, yeah.
So Karl, man, it's been so awesome hanging out with you today on your boat, getting out on this beautiful day. And I can't thank you enough for your time, for your friendship, for your advice, for your support. And I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for inviting me out and all your words of wisdom. It's like days like this that I appreciate our friendship. So you are awesome. That's a cut.